how he was in real. But sometimes when these youngers listen to y'all, if they become a fan of this, they think they could do. Look how many people try to duplicate what King Von did, generation after generation. But it's not cool. But they feel like he the best thing come out Chicago, so they feel like they have to follow in his footsteps. And I think that's another place where we go wrong too. The youth listen to somebody stepping or popping person, lashing out or crashing out, and they feel like they could do
it. Yeah, it's impressional minds. But just being an artist, you can be who you want to be, say what you want to say, how you want to say it. You can just live in another world about being an artist, which is cool. But sometimes
I think it's your microphone that's echoing.
Think so?
Somebody microphone echoing.
It might be my microphone.
Because if you got two things going, you got to mute one of them. Yeah.
I just muted my mic, so.
Yeah.
But I mute when y'all talk though.
Yeah, I can hear you. When you talk, I don't hear like an echo. When you talk, Enoch, I hear this echo.
Yeah, echo?
Not no more.
No.
I don't know what you did. Okay,
I didn't do anything.
I thought that we were live all this time, but we weren't. Now we're live on all the platforms. We're on Twitch. Hello, everybody on Twitch. We're on Next Level Radio, Facebook. I'm a Queen of Go-Go. Ash, as well as Chat and Shamelessly Plug Radio also. So we're all across the board right now. But I tell you, I thought we was live. Y'all, I'm not the tech person. I am not the tech person. So my team, everybody is pretty much out of town. They're doing weddings and, things like that. And, these hurricanes is nothing but it's truly tremendous, making a lot of people I know go crazy. Because one of my friends is flying out tomorrow to Tampa to get their auntie. Her roof fell in and she don't have nothing anymore. Everything's gone. So they're going to go down there. So, I mean, to everybody that's going through it, that's feeling the wrath of, what's her name, Helene and Milton, I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying. But I can honestly say that the government has been helping them. The government has. So it's been a beautiful thing right now. But yes, we are live now. Yeah. I'm gonna blame it on the Mucinex. I'm gonna blame it on that. I promise you, I am. Yes. I'm blaming it on the Mucinex because I promise you, my mind is right here, but I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. But I'm so happy you brothers still came to two. Let's get into. First of all, let me talk to you first, Bam 640, because what I want to know is what's happening right now with you. I don't want to hear nothing negative. You get what I'm saying? I want to hear all positive stuff because we Geminis, and I just want you to sprinkle me, baby, with the good, because
positive mindset thing is going good. Wrapping up the movie Dead Brothers. I'm just reading my script, so they'll probably be out like February. It's a whole lot of good stuff going on. I love where I'm at. And like I just told you, I just got the show Always Wanted, DC Vibe and Miss Kim. I'm excited about hosting that. I'm excited about taking it to the next level, and I'm working on my new album. I ain't gonna never stop the music. So we've been great, man. We've been great, man. It's been good. I'm blessed.
Oh, okay. Well, you're blessed. I know that's right. So you talking about the show, this show right here, the Black Friday.
Man. Yeah.
That's nice. At the Hard Rock Cafe. Well, y'all look at that. That's going to be a hot ticket right there, November the 29th. So, after you get all full up, come and shake and get a little bit of them pounds off with DC Vibe and Miss Kim Experience. I love watching Kim get down on the stage. She really gives a good show. And DJ Frank White, he always crank it up. So, yeah, that's going to be a hot ticket right there. And you the host.
Yeah, I got that call. I was happy because it's at the historical Hard Rock Cafe. If you're from uptown, you watch it's actually my third time there, but I haven't been there since I hosted Backyard there. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited. It's different for my brand because I'm usually hosting What Band, Junkyard, Backyard shows, TCB, No Present. So that's a great grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? And just like you, I got respect for Miss Kim. I love what Dirk does after show, year after year. Don't mean how many members he changed. I definitely love DC Vibe. I love what they doing on their podcast too. So
Yeah, they do. I love their podcast. Yes. Shout out to Sirius and Scooby and Derek. Yeah, they got a really nice one too as well. It's all about flavors, honey. It's all about flavors.
yeah.
Yes, yes. That's what I love about it all. And what's the other show that you also was telling me about when it's all black or what
That's
band on November the
first,
9th?
the respect I got for rap. I've been on What Band stages a lot, and also my fiance Katrina birthday. I get to host on her birthday and Mimi birthday. So down Casamigos, What Band featuring Super G, hosted by me and my DJ, who I think is the best DJ in DMV, my man DJ Zay. So yeah, we gonna turn it up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna welcome our Kimber to the stage as well. Hey Kimber.
Hey, good day, good day, good evening, Kings. Good evening.
So yeah, them shows, but I'll be a lot that DC vibe in Miss Kim is just one of the. I think it's gonna be one of those memorable nights. Like long time ago, I hosted JY at the Howard Theater with JY, DC vibe, and Sweatband Recipes. My man Stick Rick, and those was one of those game changer shows. Some of these shows, and people, like I said, the money come and go, but the opportunity don't come around a lot. So when you get these opportunities and you get these calls, man, you gotta take them because you're gonna be memorable for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, indeed. Well, that's what I'm talking about. And I mean, I like to see you in this element. You get what I'm saying? And I know your son really likes it as well because you got to remember you are his role model. You're the first person he look at. You get what I'm saying? So I'm loving all of this positive, things that you've been doing and everything. So just keep it up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Keep
Well,
it up.
one thing, Spike, you one of those people I look up to, what I'm saying, coming from Uptown, knowing your history from the Island Cafe. The thing is, coming from Uptown, on no other places, it's like sometimes you have to grow up, but sometimes when you grow up and you change, that's when you get tested the most. People come at you most. They talk about you, and you think about like what I supposed to do. Take this hits and take this hits. And my biggest inspiration been Big E because he said, "Bang, I was just like you in '95. I was going off on everybody. I was the hood guy. I was the guy to fight in the go-go. But it comes upon a time in our life where we gotta throw that away and we just gotta do what we meant to do on stage. Get off the stage and act with the people, be positive and get all of it. Because at the end of the day, if you keep going, you're gonna crash like I almost did. That negativity is gonna get you not even negative. The way you carry yourself and you go off on everybody and you say this, people in big businesses are not gonna want to deal with you. You could be good as you could be the best thing smoking out here, but if you are a downfall to their customers, their establishment, their business, their brand, they ain't gonna use.
That's true. And I'm glad that you realized that.
And
Yeah,
the
so
only
you
way
got to
this
pick and choose.
universe and the laws of attraction work when you balance it out.
Yeah,
Everybody got a little bit of Libra in them. That's why I say, and I speak the numbers and I try to speak inspiration because you have to balance this stuff out. When you
right.
taking all that negativity in, you taking all your positivity in, you got to find your space king where you can find, when you have neutral grounds, get grounded and have a space in your home where you can, commence to your peace and block all this stuff out. That way you'll be stronger mentally and you'll be strong to be able to take on whatever, because that's what I have to do. Sometimes we try to promote our business and we try to put ourselves out there to show our vulnerable side, but a lot of people take advantage of that because they don't understand our true love for this industry. And but you got to protect yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? So just stay more prayed up and more focused, and just don't feed into the negativity, because if you don't crawl in them black holes, they can't keep you there.
Right.
Exactly. Powerful. That was really
And I watched you, man, and you,
all
like Spice said, I watched you. I
those
be in the
you're doing
background.
good. That's all I'm gonna say. You're doing good right now, and I'm
Yep,
seeing that.
you done came a long way,
And
brother.
just don't
I done
feed
seen you.
into
You
the
done came a long way.
negativity.
I'm
You know what
very
I'm saying?
proud of
Just
you,
keep
King. I'm very
doing what
proud.
you're doing.
Thank y'all.
And you're gonna keep getting those good shows. Those are the shows that you want to do. Manifest them. You're gonna keep getting them
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
So when is the wedding day?
Who, man, we've been, hey, I'm gonna tell you, it was supposed to be a Saturday. I think we're gonna go at the Justice Peace this time, because I'm gonna tell you what's been a real dent, a real, not a
Yeah.
real dent. I'm talking about as far as the plan stuff. My son went,
Hello.
so we be like, this is his first time he ain't never been away from home, and he handled it well. And he handled it well, and that's one of my accomplishments, because when I first started dealing with Jeremiah, my stepson, he didn't like go-go, he ain't none of that. But by me being on go-go, he seen me on stage. He got in Baloo band, and then he got a scholarship to go to college because he played band. And he always said, "Dad, you made me like go-go. You made me like band." And I'm most proud of that. But I'm still worried because he's still young.
Yes.
He's still young, and you say, man, he live in a dorm on campus and this and that. You be like, man, you still worry about your kids. You be like, man, I hope he's eating right. I hope he's doing the right, washing his clothes on time, not missing no classes. He love the game, so I hope he ain't up to 5 in the morning playing the game. We got to go to class in the morning. And those are things that we've been worrying about once it comes to parenting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a mother of two kings myself, One he'll be 44 on the 26th of this month, and the other one, he just turned 32. And strong young black men, with no male figure other than my father, who passed it on in 2011, but God, like I said, you just keep it humble, man, like you've been doing, like you done made that switch over. And when you making that switch over, that's when you're doing something right, because that's when people come after you. That's when all the negativity and the demons, that's when they come at you, when you're doing something right. So you're on the right track. Just hang on in there, and it'll flow right through your kids as well. As long as they see you fighting off of this negativity, they'll know how to project and fight it. You know what I'm saying? Because I taught my kings the same way.
And I understand what you're saying, because I mean, rest in peace to my father, but my father wasn't there. He was in out of jail. But those people like Genius and Ronnie T and Lil Man, rest in peace, Ronnie T. Like and people get mad at him. They like, oh, you on Genius, jock this and that. Man, young, he really saved my life at an early age, because I had nothing to look forward to. He was saying, and when I seen him on the wire, that made me say, well, I could do that, or I could be on the radio, or I could rock go-go stages, because I never had no mentors but the ones in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And Genghis took me under his wing at an early age. Like I be saying, our relationship go past backyard. He could talk about my mother. He done slept on my mother's couch. He did all that. Like that's it. It go past go-go. And I look at myself, and I could actually sit here and say, Genghis changed my life around. To see what he used to do and how messed up he was in the hood, to see him now working with kids, talking to kids, doing this, movies, it's a big inspiration on me. He had a big inspiration on my life, as far as what I'm doing now in go-go. Like, and I'm not scared to say that. Men, we don't give other guys props in the game that lead us to the right way. You know what I'm saying? He has led me to the right way. You gotta do this. You gotta do this in the studio. You gotta do that. Killer Kyler, no, when they grab me under the wing and talk real life to me, not just music, and I respect them for that.
And that's what's up. That's what's up. We give props to Genghis. Yeah, yeah. Yes, that's
That's
what's
what's
I mean,
up.
I
up.
don't ever look at him and be like, oh, from 12 years of slavery to the wire to the being on TV
That's
talking.
facts. That's
I
facts,
like,
though.
That's some stats right there.
I know
Yeah,
you be
man.
like, I know you be like, man, the way he turned his life around, it's an amazing story. It's
Truly
amazing,
is.
man. And I'm not gonna never stop giving them props on changing my life around or getting me out the street or telling me I could do this, I could do that, or giving me the mic at the Black Hole at a young age. And I respect him for that because that's something he have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Bam, I thank you so much for just keeping it moving.
Okay, thank you so much.
Always keep doing all the things that you do. Keep being positive.
Oh,
Because to me, the positivity is the tree. It's contagious. So you're blocking out all those negatives, all those haters.
yeah,
At the end of the day, you already know they're gonna hate. Let them hate. Let them
right.
hate. You got a wonderful girlfriend that's about to be your wife. A lot of niggas wish they had what you had. They can't even pull one girl. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they can get girls to keep her consistently happy. You have a woman that you're keeping consistently happy, and we all see it. A lot
Thank
of men don't have that trait. You a father. You get what I'm saying? You're really in your son life. I love that. You are turning your street life into acting. I mean, it's a lot of things that I look at you and I'm like, I know your son and your fiance see these things,
you.
but
Right.
you gotta see it and believe it and walk it and love it for yourself. And not just because somebody else. You gotta do it for you. So my Gemini King,
Yes,
thank you
right.
for coming on T.A.S.K Podcast.
I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all.
No problem, man. No problem. We
And stay
respect you,
bam
man. Like I said,
fantastic, okay?
keep on doing it. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. That's all you can do is
Bam
keep it moving.
fantastic. That's all he can
Mm-hmm.
do. Uh-huh. Yes.
For sure.
So now we are in the building. Do you want to bless the floor, Miss Kim? I mean,
Sure,
Enoch,
sure,
this is Miss
sure.
Kim.
I just want to say out to all that is tuning in, thank you for giving us your time and your space. We appreciate it, especially after the northern lights that have struck across our city, which is an unusual.
Beautiful.
It was an unusual sighting. I don't know if you guys caught the purple skylighting. I didn't see it over here in Southeast, but it was all out in the, all on the entities of the news and stuff saying how this beautiful light had crossed our city while we were sleeping. But that just shows you the universe and the earth is uniting in so many ways. We in a very high energy state. So those of you that are awake, I'm telling you, this is the time to collect your energy, reinforce your force fields and your auras, because we getting positive stuff too, but we get ready to go into a mother load of some negative stuff that we're gonna have to bear off, and I just want everybody to prepare themselves, their homes, detox your minds from negative things around you, people around you, make your circle smaller, you know what I'm saying? Because going forth into this 25, you want to stay alive.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's my love and peace and stuff for the day. And also the number for today is what we got 10, we got 11, that's 21, then we got the 2, that's 13, then we got the other 2, that's 15, then we got the 4, that makes 19. You put that 1 on that 9, it makes 10. We comes down to 1. So that is the number for today. Whoever is born on this significant day, you are a number 1. So, and 1 is a good number, and my book is on my bookshelf, but go look it up on Google and find out the truth for yourself. I didn't make this up. So if you were on this solar return, your number is 1. So go find out, just go to Google and say the numerology meaning, significant meanings of number 1, and it will give you, as long as you go under numerology and look up for number 1, the meanings of number 1, you will get your significant information of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with checking and researching on yourself, because that's our problems today. We need to check ourselves. So with that being said, Queen and King, it's so good to have you sitting there. I read your backdrop or your bio, and this is such a pleasure of someone of your stature and your your collectors, as I say, of your knowledge that I read when I read your backup. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very intriguing.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
intriguing.
You.
I see your insight of your ancestries working all through you.
That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. Definitely. Yeah. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for even, taking the time to read it as well. So I definitely appreciate that. And thank you for, allowing me to be on the platform. Been knowing Spice for a long time. It's just I haven't seen her in a long time. It's only time I see her is like on the internet, but I haven't saw her physically. So I was very excited to see her because I haven't saw her in God knows how long. But then she was like, I'm sick. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stay over here then. We get it together over there. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't want nobody. I've been sniffing in and I've been taking Mucinex and stuff, but the Mucinex is amazing. So it's expensive, but it's good. You know what I'm saying? I've never paid $30 nothing for medicine.
And I've been paying, guys,
I've been paying like $37. But I just found it on sale at Safeway for $19.99. That's still high.
It is.
So, but I'm taking it because my mom takes so many medications. So I want to make sure she can take it too. So I was, that's the one I'm picking. This is for people who do high blood pressure pills and stuff like that. So it worked out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Enoch, this is like, last I seen you, I think I was with Wild Radio. I was with Wild Radio. Yep. But you're so amazing, So for you to hit my corner, I was like, jeez. And the first thing I said, Kim and them gonna like him. I was like, the girls are gonna love him. Because he's such a vibe. Kim, like if we was in the studio right now, you'd be like, yeah, girl. But he's such a vibe. He is. He
would have felt right at home. He'd have walked right into the Palm Asante Woods, scent burning, and got all your affirmation card and all of that. We would have set you up real good.
All of that.
That would have been great.
That is all his.
You still got another chance to come to the studio when it feels better.
Because our 30th anniversary, our 30th episode anniversary is coming up soon. So we're going to invite everyone who wasn't able to come in. You can come into the studio. Okay. We do it big. We have our drinks and we have a good time and we, vibe. It's a real vibe,
Let me know. I'll be there.
Our 30th will be. It's coming up very soon.
Yeah, this is episode 28, so we around the corner.
Yeah, since Kim gave birth to us, we do it every 10. We figure, hey, why not 10 for 10? You know what I'm saying? So we celebrate every 10, and it just feels good, So
on that one.
Yeah. Congratulations. You just finished talking about that one too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But Enoch, what has been actually going on with you? I see you still doing your shows and stuff. I see you still rolling with the same conscious rappers. People don't understand the DC and Maryland, Virginia. They have different group of rappers.
Right.
And if you don't know, you just don't know.
Right.
Me, it's because I'm in the radio aspect of it all. So I tend to know all of them. You get what I'm saying? I know the different ones, the conscious ones, the ones that's strictly for Black power, the ones that's for women power. It's so many different poetic rappers. You get what I'm saying? It's Enoch, I put you down with, you just always been this kind of rapper, like different.
He reminds me a little bit of Wisdom Speak. And
better than that though. It's a little bit.
A little better, but I'm saying he's a little bit more powerful in wording. When I did research a couple of things on him on YouTube, he's like a more mature Wisdom Speak. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, I appreciate
Are you
that.
talking about Wiz will speak like Womp?
Yes.
No, I don't compare him to Womp.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying the statue of the knowledge of the spoken words, of the poeticness. He's a little bit more deeper, Mr. Enoch, King Enoch here. He's a little bit more deeper to me. Wisdom, he's still more in his R&B flow with bringing in a little consciousness. To me, it's a difference, but
it's like Womp. Well, Womp
it's
is
levels
so
of it. To me, it's levels of it.
It is, because Enoch can be gangster too, but the gangster that you know to be in the cut, you be like, oh, that's that fool you shouldn't mess with, right? So I don't know how to really explain it, because it's not your everyday. It's not your everyday what these guys are putting out. Like, they're so anxious to burn up their money to go in the studio for. Your content is not that. Your content is like you really planned it, like you really.
That's what I'm
put
saying.
your mind
Deeper.
into it.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote it. You dissected it. You analyzed it. You know what I'm saying? You probably checked it out on a couple of people before you even put it down. You see what I'm saying? So it feels so good. Like it's feel good music. It is.
Yeah, it's I think what I try to do, I think what I try to do is basically do a check and balance when I write, because most of the time it's not me writing it. And most of the time it's me having pieces of fragments of memory it could be from the 80s, it could be from the 90s, it could be from the 2000s. It's just like fragments that I put together and write it, and it comes out to be a song. Sometimes the beat allows that trigger to happen, that I can make a song with fragments of pieces of information that I've had or that I've been through, trying to and being transparent. So I always kind of check and balance it. When I record it, it'll be a draft, and I may send it to like 2 or 3 people. Like, yo, what you think about this? And sometimes they'd be like, oh yeah, this is dope. And the other times they'd be like, I don't know about it. Write something else. Like my man King C, he's the producer of most of half of the albums that I put out. So I'll send it to him, and he's very hip hop. He's very critical when it comes to me saying what I'm saying. So he may be like, oh yeah, this is a go. And other times he may be like, write another verse. And I'm like, damn. You know how long it took me to write this verse? I gotta write another damn verse. Let me see. So I've never been around any yes men like, yo, Enoch, that's dope, when it's not. If it's whack, it's whack. Sometimes I know it's not good, and I don't send it to nobody because I'm still trying to work out the kinks with it. So when it comes to me writing, I try to write from a transparent place. And I think that happened. I told someone this, I think that happened after I got divorced. It happened after that because now my mind is now open to another aspect of writing. And when that happened, I couldn't step back. I couldn't go backwards. I had to move forward with the transparent writing that I've been doing. So for what you were saying is basically, I do take time to write. I do take time to meticulously understand that some words that I say don't rhyme. They don't rhyme at all. You really listen to my rhyme, sometimes it don't rhyme. It's like I'm talking to you in a rhythmic pattern. And I think it's fly the way it comes out sometimes. So yeah, so I think I've been like that maybe since I started writing in the early 80s. But it's just been more developed, more mature, more like, this is my lane. This is where I need to be at right here. So like you said, yeah, I can get conscious, and other times I can go another route because I don't want people to think that I'm soft. Not saying all conscious rappers are soft, but I don't want you to think that I'm always conscious. I'm not always conscious. So now I want to show you the flip side of this. You know what I mean? For instance, a song I had called Bolo's Rap. And when I said Marion Barry, that bitch set me up. A lot of people lost their mind. Like, oh, you cussing in the rhyme? I said, that's not me.
That's
Marion
what he
Barry.
said. That's what he said.
Right. So when I did that, that opened up a lot of people's mind. Like, oh, dang, Enoch does curse in it. But I'm just trying to get my point across when it comes to writing. And I always want to hear that feedback. Like, yeah, it sounds really mature. It sounds like you know where you're going when you write. So I love to hear when people say that as well. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell when it comes to MCing.
It's like to me is you tend to like me. I like artists, especially local artists, that I can tell that they took their time and made that song. You can hear it, you can feel it. So when you present it to me, I feel all of it. I'm feeling everything because you're not understanding. Like artists, we get it. You get what I'm saying? And I knew that you did that. I was like, he has to be letting people hear it first before he, you know what I'm saying, just drop it as rough draft to see what, you know, how it's going to flow. Everything I've heard so far has been nothing but cranking. But you always been cranking, you know? We used to do things back in the day. Believe it or not, we just had a show at the Island Cafe.
Oh, word.
It's beautiful. It's not called that anymore. It's called the Entitlement Lounge.
Oh, wow.
It's
Okay.
Beautiful.
I haven't been uptown in a while.
It's beautiful. It is. They did a good job. Who, you know, the people who's there now, they did a very, very good job. So I love it. It was, we had a very, very good time. You
Yes,
know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
very intimate spot. Yeah.
And it just, I mean, the fact that I know that you've been there with me before, you know,
Right.
the Island Cafe. I mean, it was like those moments. You know how those nights we be like, goodness, we had so much fun. You know?
Yeah, those are the best moments.
Right? And it's like everybody was like so good. And you're like, everybody was good. So it felt good to like have that kind of vibe there again.
Mhm.
But you were one of our favorites, most definitely. They don't have the oxtails and stuff like they used to, but it's still a vibe.
Yeah, that's what it's
Still
about.
a whole vibe. You
That's what it's
know?
about. It's about a vibe, have a good time. You know what I'm saying, and have a good vibe, have a good time, go home. You know, so I've as an artist, I kind of always been like that in a sense. I really don't roll with a bunch of people. You know, I might show up dolo. You know, I may show up dolo with my DJ, or I just may show up just by myself. You know, and just to um, just to piggyback off of, you know, what was talked about earlier, as far as before we didn't know we were live in a sense, right?
Right.
we were we were talking about, you know, the youngins and how they relate to music when they hear music. And my I would say I'm 51, right? And when I look at my my demo and my age range of listeners that across the board, they're from ages 18 to 35. That's the gap. 18 to 35. Then you may have some 45 to 50s, but it's very small. So I always will direct that energy towards that 18 to 35 range, because it's something that I'm doing that they are appreciative of. Whether it's, you know, I even heard sometimes like, "Dang, you got young energy." Okay, I appreciate that too, because I got a 3-year-old, so I have to have some type of young energy.
Wow.
So with that, I just transfer all that into the music because everything is short and sweet. The attention spans of the youngest now is very short. So therefore, when you want to get their attention, you got to hit them with something that's meaningful and that they can rock to, in a sense, right? So I always keep that in mind when I'm writing and choosing beats, and having you feel what I'm saying, and that's what we call chakra music. That's the name of the label, Chakra Music. So therefore, I want to touch each chakra in a person who's listening to the music, from the low to the high. So if you're feeling it, say for instance, the new single or one of the singles that's out now is called Say. That record is what people are calling like it's a love song. I didn't write it as a love song. It just came out like that. But other people are saying, oh, this is a love song. I really love this song because it's dealing with the heart chakra. You know, I'm talking about a relationship between a man and a woman and how he feels and what he wants to feel and want to exude back, right? And how he's feeling about this relationship. So yes, it's supposed to touch the heart chakra. They're supposed to touch different vibrations of you when you listen to my music, because I don't want all my music to sound the same, if that makes sense.
It makes plenty of sense. And I was just listening to you set up your functional system of how you do things. That's why I was saying, you know, I mean, it's deeper than, like I said, wisdom speaks, because like, he's like, okay, it's the birds and the bees. You were, in fact, is like, no, research it. No, boo, it's Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? That's the different levels that I was speaking of, you know, far as in y'all word game. You know what I'm saying? So you're more of a functional setup. Like she said, you could tell you took time, you thought about it. You had somebody rough draft it. You had a functional system. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't have functional systems when they're putting things out there. They think, well, I'm reached to a certain point in my life where they just going to take whatever I put out there. And that's not always the case. Right. And see, not only that, you're producing and putting messages out there in your music. And a lot of music that are being made now, there's no message. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's another part where you're different. And I love your functional system of how you balance in this whole thought process of how you do from your poetry to your music. Because see, I'm a writer. I'm writing books. I write poetry, and that's how I get my music, because I also create music just like Spice. You know, we all got our creative side, but you got to have your functional system that helps you reach that peak of that creative side. And sometimes trauma brings on our most best creative sides. You know what I'm saying? You know, unfortunately, trauma just brings on the best of us. And, and I think that's just the way of God grinding that stone he noticed inside of us, of getting to that diamond pot that he polishing us, because he know it's inside of us. So he has to grind us to get that diamond pot of us to shine, know, and it's just, it's work. But I appreciate the fact that you shared that, your functional systems. And a lot of people don't give those secrets away.
Right. Because, and to even go further on what you were saying, like, my grandmother transitioned, this is 2023, my daughter's 3. She transitioned about 3.5 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. So the day before she transitioned, I went to go visit her. My mom was the caregiver. So I went over there and, I lotioned my grandma's feet. I talked to her. She was kind of, talking back or whatever. So I went home. This was probably the second wave of COVID, right? So I went back home, and then my mom called me and said, "Hey, grandma gone. Like, mama's gone. Like, the only thing I can hear my mother is crying," and I knew something was wrong. Right. So make a long story short, when I got there, my grandmother they wouldn't let me in. The police wouldn't let me in because they were trying to save my grandmother. The ambulance and stuff, they were trying to save her, whatever the case is. So moving forward, we were sitting at the funeral home at this table talking to the funeral conductor and everything. And when the lady walked out, my mother said, "You're probably going to write a song about this, aren't you?" Mm. And I said, "I don't feel it right now, Mama. I mean, it's me. I'm the oldest. So I got to make sure everything's together, because you're going to be grieving because it's your mother. It's my grandmother, but it's a different connection." You know what I mean? So
you had to step up. Mm-hmm.
Step up. So after all of that, King C had sent me a beat, and I lie to you not, I wrote this song. It was called Sunset. It was called Grandmother's Sunset.
Wow.
It was on the Reagan era. It was on this album called the Reagan Era that I put out. That album called the Reagan Era that I put out was everything that I can possibly think about that I've seen as a child growing up during the Reagan era, and I put it in this album. So the song was called Sunset. It was called 1235 because that's when she passed away, at 1235.
Wow.
I wrote this entire song from beginning to the end with everything that I saw and everything that I went through during that process of my grandmother's passing, even to when the hearse wouldn't open, like the door of the hearse wouldn't open, it was locked, and everyone is like, my grandma's not ready to go. That was like, if you go back and listen to the Reagan era album and listen to Sunset, it tells you the exact story of what happened. Me getting out the Uber car, me running up to my mom's apartment, but the police wouldn't let me in. So when it comes to writing, I'm writing transparent stories. And if you really want to know me in that sense of my mom, listen to my records, even listen to some features, because I be throwing stuff in there that I'm like, damn, where did that come from?
Right.
Sometimes it's not me writing it, so I can't take all the credit for it because it's not me writing it.
And you know that 1235, her timing of transition, you know that's 11, right?
Yeah. Yep. So,
I don't have to say no more. That's that 11.
Yeah. So
11. Yes, sir.
It was a lot I had to deal with, and that was my way of grieving when I wrote that song. My mom heard it for the very first time on our way to our family reunion this year. She heard it for the very first time. She never heard it. She just heard it for the very first time. And she was like, this is beautiful. Like you ain't lied in this at all. I was like, nah, because I lived that. So
where can we find all your music? All the entities where we can find your music. You can tell everybody where we can find your music and your stuff that you have previously done, stuff that you got coming up, so forth and so on.
Okay, well, you can just go to Apple Music, Google Play. You type in Enoch 7 Prophet, all of my music will pop up. If you're not the Apple and Google type of person, you could go to Bandcamp. I have about 11 or 12 solo projects and a couple of features in there as well too, featured projects. Currently right now, there's a couple of things I'm doing. I'm a videographer and a cinematographer as well too. So I've been filming a lot of videos and editing those videos for artists. The newest project that I put out for one artist, his name is Freedom Black. And that particular video is called Black is Back. So I edited that. I filmed that as well.
Wow.
I had a little feature in there as well too. And I've been filming documentaries, the untold story of the Million Man March, the journey of a Newsom Queen.
Wow.
I've done a lot, with that in that regards. And right now, I have a podcast. I've been doing podcasting since like 2002. But this particular podcast is on Instagram. It's Mental Salvation Radio, is where I talk to the entrepreneurial spirit of the Black woman. That's the only thing I do. I don't know white women, Chinese women, Asian. I just know Black women because that's where I was raised up with, Black women. So that podcast is dedicated to the entrepreneurial spirit of the Black woman. I've been doing it for about
Yay.
I've been doing it since 2019, and I'm on my, I think the 93rd episode, I believe.
Woo!
Yeah.
So I dedicated that page to the sisters because there's what I've seen. There's not a lot of Black men interviewing just sisters and not allowing them, but having that moment to learn who they are. And just talk to them and see where they were back then to where they are now. Like, how are you now a numerologist? Like, how did you even get there? Like, let's go back in time, like in high school. Like, what were you doing in high school? Was you reading cards in high school, or you was just like, yeah? So how did you? So that's what I do. Like that's the platform. And I would love to extend that invitation to both of you sisters as well too. And I have 2 or 3 spots open if you ladies want to,
Wow. Yes.
So,
Yes. Sounds interesting.
yeah, that is what it is now. That's what I'm doing. I'm still doing the music too, but and I'm also a dad. So the dad part of me, the dad part of me is I'm always moving. I'm always doing something with my.
Yeah, this is why I was late.
Yeah, see.
Grandma duty.
Yup. And my daughter she wants to know what's going on. So I don't do any work. I don't do any work. I don't write. When I have her, the weekends I wait till she go to sleep. And then I may do some computer stuff or whatever have you. But
you have to give them their time. You have
got to.
Yeah.
Got to.
So balancing all of that, your work ethics, you still on the grind, you still doing your music, you got your daughter, single dad. I hear you speak of all those things, and balancing it, I know with the world we live in today, I know it's very tough. And what are your main focus that you can give single fathers out there, how to keep all this in balance without losing your damn mind? Because my son, he is a single father, and boy, he has, he's 32. This is his baby, my grandbaby.
Okay.
And, he has done, I don't know if you know Matt Swamp Guinea. He does the District Dad program over here in Ward 8. And my son was one of the patrons that partaked into his mentor program. And so what would you give advice to, fathers, young fathers, middle-aged fathers, or fathers, period, how you balance all of this?
Well, first I want to say this, I co-parent. So, I'm not. Let me just say this, and I guess I'll get some feedback later, but my mother was a single mom, really single mom. She didn't have no help from my dad at all. She did everything. So when I look at my mom and say she's a single mom, me, yes, I'm a single dad, but I'm also co-parenting with her mother as well too, which works out beautifully because we have a schedule. Everything works out.
It's same as my son, but when he's on your time, he on your time. When she's on your time, she on your time, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And what I would say is, to all of the single fathers out there, what was that question again? Because I kind of went.
How do you balance it? Everything like your work and your music and pushing your career, and that's a lot you doing, King.
It's a lot, and I would say this: by the grace of the Most High Creator and ancestors and those who, my tribe of friends and family that's around me, they kind of motivate me to stay on point. But it's up to me to make sure that I have an even playing field. Give my daughter enough time she needs, and we go to the park. I seen a lot of black men at the park last summer. It was so many black fathers at the park last summer. It was crazy.
Yes, it was.
But just pouring my time into her. So I think my message to single fathers out there is basically, spend that time with them, because sooner or later they're going to be old, and they're old enough. They're going to be like, I don't want to hang out with you today, Dad.
Exactly.
I want to go hang out with my friend over here, right? And I would transparently say this. I was a young father at 19 in high school. I have a 32-year-old son. My relationship and his relationship wasn't the best, because I was 19. I was still a young man trying to figure it out myself. But I asked the Creator, and I said, I want another chance. I want a second chance to be a better dad. And I was given that opportunity to be a better person, a better version. So right now, I just be anything she wants or anything we gonna do, we do it. I don't make her promises and not keep them. If I say, yeah, we going to the park, we gonna go to the park. if we gonna go to the movies, we gonna go to the movies. So I'm learning from my younger mistakes in my older age, because being a dad at 50 or 51 is it's not like when you was 25.
No.
So my call to all the young brothers who have children is basically stay in their life, be in their life. If you and the mama have some issues, it ain't about the child. I mean, it ain't about you and her. Y'all ain't together no more. She dating somebody. It ain't about that no more. It's about, let me pick up my son. Mm-hmm. And when you say you're going to pick him or her up, pick them up. Because they're going to be waiting. They're going to be waiting. Trust me. They're going to be waiting.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because when I went to Jamaica for 2 weeks, I didn't think my grandson, this 2-year-old, would notice. Oh, he did not want to FaceTime me the whole time I was away. He didn't want nothing to do with me. But soon I came through that door, oh my gosh, leached on my leg like I was always gone, And I said, at 2 years old, they know the difference. And these babies today, they're not, I call them COVID babies, because they're more smarter, they're more faster in learning. It's like he's like my comedian. He's like a grown person sometimes when it's just me and him. And he's only 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fascinating aspect to see how the times have changed. Like you said, the difference from your older son to your younger daughter, times is very changed, much so. And like you said, time is more important than money. If you can't really be there financially, and that was even the status back in the day. If you couldn't afford to be a dad, a financial dad, at least be a time spending dad.
Right.
Because time, outweighs sometimes the ways of the buck. When you giving good time to your offsprings. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, so Spice.
Yeah.
I know I've been.
And one more thing.
I've been doing it because I know you don't feel good. I know, baby. I've been trying to hold it down because I know you don't.
I'm on my music next. I ain't tripping. But
so one thing, Spice, real quick. I just want to say this too. I also have a platform for the Black women as well, but I also have a platform for the men, and it is a Black men group. So we have a group once a month, and we have it on Zoom. So it's more so Black men come together and we talk. We express ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But within that group, I want to tell everyone too, within that group, we're not there to tell you what to do. We're there to say, how can we assist you into doing what you need to do?
Ew.
So we do that every month on Zoom. So as a brother's listening and you want to be involved, just find me on Instagram, Enoch7 Prophet on Instagram, and say, hey, I heard you on T.A.S.K Podcast. I want to talk about, I want to be a part of that men's group, and I'll send the link with no problem.
Yeah, we want all that information. Yeah, because the women's group and the men's group.
Yeah, you said that your song Say, I seen it. I want to see it. So I'm going to play that real quick, y'all. Everybody, This is Say, and I'm excited about it because I'm curious. I want to see for myself. Let's see for ourselves. Let's get it.
What? I just want to know what happened.
When?
In the studio the other time. You remember? When the girl came to the studio?
Yeah.
What happened? I need to know.
Come on, why we always gotta go through this stuff? Why? We always gotta go through this. Why?
You are listening to Shotgun Music.
Let's not rush this feeling, dealing with each other. Let's take our time until we learn each other. No limits, no blocks, no boundaries. Love has truly found me, laying in your arms. Head on your chest, listen to your heartbeat, take slow breaths. Zone out, the universe has been so kind to find the mind that's combined with intellect. Spiritual being as we are, guided by the stars. Aura, natural beauty, talking to you, soothes me like ginger tea, feeds me like lentil soup, stimulates the root sprouts from the crown. Chakra, Holy Father, Mother, Creator, the source of royalty, a savior, highly favor, flowing through the bloodline. Is this a crime? The king of sorrow, Sade. I'm amazed by the grace.
Oh, man. What?
I just want to know what happened
When?
in the studio the other time. You remember when the girl came to the studio?
Yeah.
What happened? I need to know.
Come on, why we always gotta go through this stuff? Why? We always gotta go through this. Why?
You are listening to Shockwave Music.
Let's not rush this feeling, dealing with each other. Let's take our time until we learn each other. No limits, no blocks, no boundaries. Love has truly found me, laying in your arms. Head on your chest, listen to your heartbeat, take slow breaths. Zone out, the universe has been so kind to find the mind that's combined with intellect. Spiritual beings we are, guided by the stars. Aura, natural beauty, talking to you, soothes me like ginger tea, feeds me like lentil soup, stimulates the root sprouts from the crown. Chakra, Holy Father, Mother, Creator, the source of royalty, a savior, highly favor, flowing through the bloodline. Is this a crime? The king of sorrow, Sade. I'm amazed by the grace.
Oh, man. What?
I just want to know what happened.
When?
In the studio.
Say, rewind, selector.
So I'm saying to myself, he like girls his height. Like I'm saying all kinds of things to myself because you watch a video, you be saying to yourself like, "Oh, he like people his height." I'm literally saying it to myself. I was like, "Oh, he like people his height." That is what's up. I like Reagan too. I've been listening to a couple of your things going on. And
I appreciate that.
It's a little different from, from back in the days when we used to, do our little thug this with stuff back then. It's a little different.
Yeah.
But it's all great.
I appreciate you.
It's all great. I gotta give it.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yes, I love it. Well, I know all I'll be doing today is getting better.
Yes.
I got me some this herbal tea for the immune system. It's lemon and echinacea. Lemon and echinacea. I think it's something like that. But it's good. I know it's gonna taste good. I'm excited about that. And I don't have no lentil soup, but I do got some soup.
You can make lentil soup. It's easy.
I know it is. I know my mother hate those darn beans. I want to say don't you ever. I was like, okay.
You get some ginger tea too.
She don't like lentils, but she do like the lima beans. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's good.
I'm a lima bean person. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I like the navy beans, the chickpeas, the lentils, the red, and I like the red lentils better than I like the green.
Yeah, I never seen the red ones, but I'm so used to the green ones.
Yeah. So that's the vibe for me.
So what's going on with you now? What shows do you have coming up? You have anything coming up? I mean, it's a holiday, so I know it's a lot going on.
Yeah, I have a show coming up. It's in Chicago. It's going to be in Chicago. It's my third time in Chicago, so basically, it's going to be at Reggie's in Chicago. It's going to be myself and about 4 or 5 punk bands. Or
Wow.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy because the last time I was there, I was on the same bill as some punk bands, and that vibe is different. You
It
know,
is. I
they
know
still
it is.
yeah, they appreciated my energy as well too. So this time it's gonna be at a venue. The last 2 times I was there, it was a house party. So it was like the bands were playing in the living room. So it was crowded in there. It was a good time. So that's where I'm gonna be at next. I'll be in Chicago in December. And that's about it as far as live shows. And then I'm gonna be putting out some more content, some more video work, some more video content. So I'm working on some new videos and stuff for music that I've been working on. So we're gonna look and see when that will be released. So yeah, we're still out here grinding slowly but surely.
That is what's up. Well, I have to tell you, see, that's what a lot of artists don't realize, that you can't be focused on what's going on here in the city. Because if you're going to sit here and wait for these promoters or people here to put you on spotlight, you'll be waiting forever. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you are branching out to other states, you get what I'm saying? That's exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing what you're doing, Enoch, because it's awesome. It's flavor. It's different. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not capable of keeping up, you know? And you got a 3-year-old and you 51. That's just it does.
It's a beautiful thing though. She keeps me on my toes. She's very intelligent. She's smart. She knows what she wants. She knows what she don't want. So I gotta figure out when she don't want something, how to, cater to her needs. So, it's just, I'm a little older, so now my eyes are a little more softer now. So I can pay attention to those things that I can see it on her face if she has to use the bathroom, or she's hungry, or she's not liking what I cook for her at all. And that is the bigger part. Like, because I'm vegan.
Do you know what the conversation is really about? Because you said you have a son, how old?
32.
32. There is some jealousy there. I don't care what you say, how you want to put it, how you want it, whatever, because with me, it irritated me to see my father act that way with my younger, like, they're not my mother, but they by somebody else, but he was taking his time, and he was like, I messed up, I ain't messing up this time, right?
Right.
And pretty much that's what you did.
Yeah.
I learned the first time I ain't do so good. So I asked the Father, can you please give me the strength to guide me to do it right this time? So that I don't screw her life up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I want to do right this time. Trust me. It's a hit. It hits the other siblings because the willingness that you're giving to want to make sure she right, they feeling like, because I know how I felt, like, what about me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. You get what I'm saying? So you could be doing something to make me, so, but no, I'm on hospice time because that's when I get called in because you need help now. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad that we have to go through that. You get what I'm saying? As
hey, beautiful.
Hello, Ladybug.
Hey, girl. What is going on?
We have to go through that. You get what I'm saying? That it takes that you had to learn from the first one, but you tend to get better at the last one, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
but they don't get it. See, I just need you as a parent to understand that the other child really don't get it. They don't. So it's still your job, even though he's 33.
Right.
You gotta still love on him hard too.
I never said I didn't. One thing I said was basically like it's a learning curve. I was 19. You know, I
See?
can't. And here's the thing too. I can't blame my dad for not being there because I don't know what situations he was dealing with at the time. I can't blame my mother for being on drugs during the Reagan era because I don't know what she was going through mentally at the time. So as I got older, I understood like, okay, mom, I understand what you was going through. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still here for you. Yeah, I was mad then as a youngin because I didn't understand it. So now that I'm an adult now and a father now, I kind of understand that range of work. But I understand what you're saying too. And my thought process with that is I'd rather get better than not be better. I'd rather take that hit that I did when I was 19 years old when I first had my son up until 48, 49 when Divine was here. So now when I asked that creator for that information, I knew that certain things would, you know, you'll feel a certain way. I get it, I understand it. But as time goes on, you know, I want to be a better father. I want to be a better person. And if anyone is upset with that, you have to take that up with the creator and understand, like, when I was 19, I was 19. I was wild.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta give you that because at the end of the day, that's really like at the end of the day, you right. You were young. You didn't. You learn it. Now you know better. You know better. So yeah, you can unfortunately, I mean not unfortunately, but thank the creator. Everything is due to the creator.
Right.
And everything is in divine order too. Everything we do is in divine order. So maybe this was God's way of helping you by giving you that little girl. Mm-hmm. She's 3 years old and you 51. Honey, you have no other choice but to get up, get out and get something. We don't want to hear about no knees hurting. We don't want to hear about none of that.
She don't want to hear about none of that.
We don't want to hear about your back hurt. We don't want to hear that. We want to play dad. You're a dad, like a real dad. That little zaddy, you a dad.
Right. Yep. And that's why, I live the life I live as far as just, jumping rope every day or taking walks or eating right. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't want to hear that, oh, daddy tired. I tried that one time and she's like, nah, come on. Let's go, daddy. Let's go. So therefore, I got to keep going. My son has a daughter, and I'm a grandfather too. So it's just, it's that whole paradigm of when I was younger up until my present age now. So I just want to be better. You know what I'm saying? If it hurts people's feelings that I want to be better, then you just take that up with, or check yourself and take that up with whom you call your creator. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I just want to be that better dad. I want her to be like, yo, dad was there, or he did this and he did that. I understand that my elders will take a hit on that, but I was young. I could see if I was 35. I was 35.
Right.
You were young. You were in your teen. You was 19. You was a teen.
I was a teen.
I get it.
Yeah. But I understand what you're saying though.
You're not gonna hear a lot of men talk like you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not at all.
They messed up. They know they screwed up. You get what I'm saying? They could have did better. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hear that. And the fact that you opening this door for us to start this tunnel where, look, take accountability, man. You had your child when you were 16, 17, 18, 19, right? And yeah, you didn't know what you was doing. You was still out there wild. You was still going to see backyard. You was still going to see junkyard. You was still out there on the corner rapping, battle rapping. Niggas like, you can't do it like me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You get what I'm saying? You was out there. But now you're 51. Your oldest is 33. And you know what else I love about what you got going on, Enoch? You got that Zoom for men that just want to come in. They just want to come in and say, hey, thanks for this brother corner, I'm going to come in, let me visit, let me tell you what happened to me today. You get what I'm saying? So I like that you got that corner for men to come invent.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
You growing, and if your child, if he's anything like you, he understands.
yeah. And if he don't, time will tell. The older we get, the wiser we should become. The older we get, the more, mistakes that we made, we could be like, I ain't gonna make that mistake no more. So, I ain't gonna say I'm perfect. No one's is perfect. I'm just striving to be a better person, within all of this, whether it's the music, whether it's the editing, whether it's, being a dad. I want to be the best dad. Music is secondary. I want to be the best dad. So that's why I'm not doing a lot of shows as much as I would love to, because half the time I have my daughter. When she gets older, my goal when she gets older is take her to the show. Like if I'm gonna be on the stage at the show, have her on the stage too. Give her a mic.
That's right.
You can turn the mic over, just give her a mic and let me just do what I do, and she see that. She'd be like, oh, I've been on the stage since I was 5, stuff like that.
Exactly.
But,
Yes.
That's how it started out with me, because I was 5 years old. My uncle had me shaking the tambourine in his all-male band review back then, back in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? And then that led for me rubbing that tree stump at the Apollo, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, humble beginnings give out humble success, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So don't sleep. So, like I always say on my show, don't sleep. Okay.
Well, I'm at my daddy's house now, actually.
Yeah.
Visiting my dad.
That's what's up.
I'm in San Antonio, Texas at the moment. So
that's what's up.
How
visiting
is it
my
going?
dad.
Oh my God.
Girl. It's a lot, but we doing good. We doing good. My baby sister's also having her baby shower. She having her first child, so we down here celebrating that. So it's gonna be a bunch of my family that's about to come down or whatever, and we about to turn all the way up.
I know
About to
that's
turn
right.
all the way up. But I wanted to come on really quickly to tell y'all I love y'all, to say hello to Mr. Enoch. How you doing, babe? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Say hey to my girls, Spice and Kim. Hey, my loves, what is going down?
Looking beautiful, wearing that
thank
Texas
you, babe.
sun.
Thank you, babe. And I'm gonna get back to them because we about to get down with the Get Down Foster Style. That's my maiden name, Foster Style. So we about to go ahead and get down like that.
That's what's up.
And I love y'all.
Love you more.
And I will talk at y'all and see y'all upon my return, my loves.
Yeah,
you as well.
So
keep enjoying your family.
We're not gonna give them too much this episode. But we had the Enoch. I invited him back on our 30th because our 30th is about to come.
Okay.
So by the time everybody be in town and we'll be in the studio and we're gonna throw down on the 30th. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool, bean. That works for me.
Bam 640 did come on, just to let you know if you didn't see it. He did come on.
Okay.
And it was really nice. But
okay.
Everybody, also Agent 99, she tapped in as well. You know what I'm saying? Today is her husband's birthday. Happy birthday,
big happy birthday, Grace.
Happy birthday.
Hey now.
Happy birthday.
So, that's why, we, right now we're moving really good with the book club.
It's another book.
All the different, now we have the different voices that we need. Everything is in order. If you go inside the T.A.S.K podcast, I'll email you. Will be able to see all of that. But that's outside. That's outside no stuff. But a lot of stuff is going on with our book club. We haven't picked our next author. So if you are an author and you're out there, you have a book and you want us to rip it apart and tear it up and
come on through.
Have our stuff.
Come on.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it.
Before we pick our next author, because we haven't picked our next author yet.
Yep.
This first author, it was so good. We are now doing an auto book and a lot of other things for this author. So
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. So we're picking.
It's about to be lit.
Hard. So yes, the casting call will be opening soon because we got everything in order. I'm just excited about everything.
Maybe King Enoch can go for a role.
I thought about him. I thought
Hey,
you know what I thought it
it's
would
some
be.
stuff.
What's
But
the
all right,
guy
y'all.
with
Let
the
me go ahead.
dreads? What's
All
the
right,
one with
I
the
love
love you.
y'all. I'll
Have
see y'all
fun
later.
and be safe.
Okay, love
All
you
right,
too.
y'all.
Yeah. I
Later.
thought about that, Kim. I did. I